And a good day to you here. Mark Hill, General Manager for KICK Radio. And we have another Friendly 5 feature that we would like to share with you right now. And, you know, we all have that place to go to get our hair cut, to, you know, that stylist that just does it just right. Mm-hmm. And if they don't, we're looking for somebody who can. Well, that doesn't just apply to you. It also applies to your fur babies. And I have Dina, the owner of Zoomin Groomin, which is a mobile pet spa, in the studio with me. Hi, Dina.
Hi, Mark. Glad to be here.
I am so glad that you are here. People are so in love with their fur babies, and they want them to have a spa day or a day at the salon, just like they experience. And you provide that, don't you?
Yeah, we do. We really do. We've got some really great groomers who love what they do, and we love our pets too. So we want to bring something extra special to those out there looking for a mobile experience.
Well, and that's the key to this, because you know, there are some brick and mortar places around town, some groomers that have been here for decades.
Yes.
And, you know, when you find that hairstylist and get your hair just right, there's no reason to change. And probably the same thing with groomers. But there's a category of owners, or I hate to use the word owners when you talk about fur babies. There's parents is probably a better term.
It is.
You know, that fit the need for having a mobile pet spa come to their home.
Yeah.
What kind of person would that be, Dina?
Yeah, so thanks for asking, Mark. You know, first off, there are a lot of great groomers out there, and grooming is hard work. So for the mobile grooming, for families that are looking for something like that, there's a couple different reasons why they call us. Number one is convenience. They're busy families, don't have time to bathe their dog, or, you know, other pets. Number two, they also may have very big dogs. We've got a lot of big dogs out there that really won't even get into the car anymore. We have a lot of dogs that have anxiety from being in a brick and mortar. More times than not, what I've heard is, you know, when they go to the groomer, they come back a little bit different. And only until I actually talked with my own groomers and hired my own, did I really realize kind of what was happening. And what does happen, it's just because they are, you know, required to work off volume. So you may have a washer for your dog and then they're caged to dry. And it's a busy environment. So, you know, from that experience, you know, it's a very different experience. You know, we've got elderly people who now, you know, are in past this pandemic time, and we've got people who really can't get out or really don't want to take their dog out. And then we've got, you know, quite a few animals out there that either have, like I said, anxiety, health issues, they have arthritis. You know what? They need some extra tender care, loving care. With Zoomin Groomin, we don't push 10 grooms a day. Your dog is treated with really a lot of respect, a lot of love and care goes into our grooming. And so we want to make this a really good experience for both the pet and the pet parent, but also as an owner, I want to make sure that my groomers are well taken care of as well.
We're chatting here with the Friendly 5 interview with Dina, the owner of Zoomin Groomin here in Springfield, which is a mobile pet spa. And I was looking at some of the pictures of your equipment. You have a hydraulic table, so it's easy to get a larger dog up to where the groomer is, you know, eye level. It's easier to groom. They get a good perspective as far as they are trimming or shaving a dog or whatever the need is. Because with so many breeds, I mean, you can go from a lot of hair to very little hair, and they all have their own uniquenesses, don't they?
They do. And, you know, we've got so many mixtures of dogs these days. You know, very rarely will we almost get a full breed anymore. But we have dogs of all sizes. One of the things I think that's very taxing for groomers is, you know, we don't want them lifting a dog. And I think having that really tight space where it's very intimate with them, you know, everything's within hand reach. The tub is hand reach. The table's right there. We can go up and down. And so everything is just right there. So it's very less taxing for the groomer, but also it creates a level of safety, I think, even for the pet inside of this very intimate space.
You know, you mentioned earlier about anxiety with some pets and sometimes going into a brick and mortar where there are other animals there, they may not be as social.
Yep.
And as you mentioned, going from a washer to a dryer to a groomer.
Yeah.
In the Zoomin Grooming van, or spa, the mobile spa, there is a intimacy there between the groomer and the pet.
Yep.
And, they become familiar with one another, don't they?
They really do, and we really start before we even get into the van. So when we, meet the parent, we like to actually ask them to invite us into their home, because usually that's the pet that says, okay, my parent thinks that's okay, so I'm thinking they're probably okay too. So we build time in there on the front end just to get to know them, build some relationship with them, but build trust with the pet. Then we ask the pet parent to come on out to the van with us so that we can introduce what the van looks like and let their pet know that that's okay to get in here with Dakota or Katie or the groomer at that day. And so when they come out, they may be a little scared at first, like all of them are, but when they come out, all of my pictures, they're almost smiling because they're happy, they're no longer afraid, and the pet's parents are just relieved that they know exactly what's happening to their pet the whole time that we have them in the van. So it's a lot of relief for both the pet and the pet parent.
I mean, who doesn't like to go and get their hair cut, have a massage, a wash and cut, and you come out and you feel kind of proud that you look good, and it's the same for animals, isn't it?
It is, and we do everything. That's one of the things. We don't nickel and dime you. We come up with a price that's going to fit you. There is a little extra on de-shedding because it takes so much time to get through all that undercoat. But overall, when we walk into the van, we do the ears, we do the nails, we will Dremel nails so they're not sharp. We do teeth, and we also do anal gland expression as well. So it's a full service opportunity. And most of the times we just want to know, what do you need us to do, and what would you like your pet to look like, which is really important.
And everyone's got to be on the same page, don't they?
Yes. So we also invite, moms and dads to have a discussion on what your pet should really look like. It's kind of funny. Sometimes we all know moms may have a little bit different opinion than the dads, right? So when everybody's on the same page and your little fur baby comes out, everybody is in agreement that, yep, that's what your baby should look like.
That's a happy day.
Yes.
That is for sure a happy day. Well, for those that are listening to this, and we're talking with Dina, the owner of Zoomin Groomin, and Mobile Pet Spa here in Springfield, let's talk about the area that you service. How far out do you go in the Springfield area?
Yeah, so we have the southern part of Springfield, but we can actually go to 65802, 04, 07, 10, and then we can go out to Nixa, Ozark, parts of Rogersville, and also part of Republic as well. So, we are here to try to meet you where you are. We can't go far out north, really.
Sure.
That's kind of the place that we don't go. We don't go to Branson. But really tight little area there right in the southern part of Springfield.
There are enough fur babies in that area to keep you busy, I'm sure.
There is.
Well, what would be the best way if someone's listening going, I kind of like this concept, and the fact that the convenience of coming to them is such a big opportunity.
It is.
Because time, and hassle, and you're right, there are some dogs, they're too big to get in the car anymore. And so what's the best way to get more information, Dina?
Yeah, so you can call, and the number is 417-220-8177, or you can go online at www.zoomingroomin.com and fill out a form. That gives me a lot more information, and once I get that, then I'll be able to call you back, and we can get you in pretty quick. So, we're really excited about the holidays coming. A lot of people are getting booked. We say, call us now. Let's get on the schedule so we can help make this a very stress-free holiday season.
I'm looking at your website. It says request an appointment right there as soon as you bring it up. And it says sit, stay. And, I don't think they're talking to the fur baby. I think they're talking to the parents.
Yes.
And so that's a good thing. Dina, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you, Mark. It's been a joy being with you today. And thank you for this opportunity to talk about Zoomin Groomin.